Dear my lovely Temitayo, I want to tell you that I need something from you, like a kiss and a hug. Temi, when I look into your eyes, I see love. Wow, mad. See. Anyhow, this video is, I'm gonna post it like that. God, this should be like the 5th time I'm filming this video on separate days. Please, just enjoy. Hey there, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Temitayo Fraser, and if this is your first time seeing me, you're very much welcome. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to get to 1K this year. Yeah, this year, guys. So please do me the huge honors of subscribing to my channel. My OGs, I'm so sorry. Please, I am so sorry. It will not happen again. See, I have spoken to myself, and I'm going to be filming. I'm going to be putting out videos twice a week, guys. Twice a week. Pray for me, please. Pray for me, because I need to be consistent. We need to get the views up, and we need to get subscribers. In today's video, before we start the story time, today's video is in collaboration with somebody very special. Oh my god, she's so patient, because if it was me, I'll be partying by now. So she's a subscriber here on my channel, yay! And she reached out to me like over a month ago, guys. Wow, over a month ago she reached out to me and said we should do a video together, but for some weird reasons I filmed this video more than 4 times and I have not liked any of them. I don't know what happened. See, there's no need to make excuses. I'm so sorry. Her name is Abisola and her name on YouTube is Life of Abisola, right? Yes, I'm going to put it on the screen either way so you can see her YouTube name, her YouTube channel name, and then you can go and check out. Please guys, please, because at this point I owe her this. Like, I legit owe Abisola this. Please go to Abisola's channel, subscribe to her channel, watch her own version of this video, because she's going to be giving her own version of this video too as well. She's going to be talking about her experience in a Nigerian boarding school, while I'm going to be talking about my experience in Nigerian boarding school too, but in senior secondary school. Hers is going to be a high experience in junior secondary school, which we all know is hell. Anyways, please go to her channel, subscribe to her channel, give her a big thumbs up on her video, watch her other videos. I'm sure you'll find something you like. She's a mother, lifestyle, and medical student YouTuber based in New York City. And Abby, I'm so sorry, like, this is so irresponsible of me, but we move. So how you guys doing? What's popping? Like, kilo shele go, are you alright? Let's start from the beginning. I was in Lagos, Nigeria, where I had my junior secondary school, and I was living the life, enjoying myself. Little did I know that I was going to be shipped all the way to Abuja for senior secondary school and a boarding school. After all the fights, I was shipped to this boarding school. Let me just give you a lowdown of the kind of person I was in boarding school. In boarding school, I was the crybaby. Yeah, I know. I used to cry every day. I used to go to the school gate, sit down there, and be crying for my mother. Yep. So I was very quiet. Not very quiet, but yeah, I was reserved, because I hated my secondary school to the bone. Till now, I still don't know why God had to punish me like that, but he has his reasons anyways. So I was just that girl that used to mind her business and cry for her mommy and go and meet her guardian to call her mommy every second. So that was me in boarding school. I was in SS1. I went to the school in SS1, like I said. It was my throughout my senior secondary school, SS1 till SS3, and then I was a science student. So I was in SS1A, right? There are so many sides to this story, so you guys have to like listen attentively so you would understand and flow with me. Do you get? In my secondary school, our science courses, which is physics, chemistry, and biology, were usually held in the laboratory. Whether it was theoretical or we're doing some scientific experiments, everything was shot in the lab. The boy in this story, we're gonna name him Entanglement. Oh my god. Entanglement was in my class. He was in SS1A and he was not my friend. We never talked, never had any banter. Me self, I did not talk to anybody. I was busy crying. How do I even start this story that it makes sense? Let me describe Entanglement. Entanglement was a very notorious man, young man. He was extremely notorious. Like, you know, one of those students that never come to class. If they come to class, they are always very late. and they sit at the back. They always roll with the big boys in town, always feeling themselves. Those boys that used to jump fence to go and buy Indomie. Now thinking about it, why would you jump school fence to buy Indomie? Anyways, he was one of those boys. He did not know book. It's not like he was a bad boy that knew book. He did not know book. He was Sanolodo plus all his badness. So that's who Entanglements was. But mind you, we gotta say, we have to give it to Entanglements. He was a fine boy. Well, I don't know about now, but then he was a good looking boy. And SS3 girls liked Entanglements. On this very fateful day, we had physics class. Remember I told you it was always in the laboratory, so I went to the lab for physics class. And usually we usually have all these science courses either first periods or last periods in school. Usually when I finish those courses, in fact every day I used to go and look for one. I had like 5 different guardians. Yes, after class, so I'll look for the closest guardian to me, and I would go and call my mother and cry a bit. So that's what I did on this day, like I normally do. So I usually leave my bag in class. I just take my notebook and my pen and whatever I need for the class I'm going for. And then after the class, I'll come back, pack my books in my backpack and carry my bag and go to the hostel and get ready for lunch and afternoon prep. So on this day, I did all that shebang and I came back to class. Usually, when I get back to the class, I'm the last person because everybody has gone home. There were no crybabies. It's only me. I had come back to class to pack my things, and I packed my books into my backpack and I walked out of the class, and I was walking to the hostel thinking about if one mad senior in her madness wants to come and punish me for, see, my children will never go to boarding school. When one GSS, one boy, I noticed he was following me at my back. He hands me a letter, and me, I'm like, which senior? Before I say which senior, Baba have pick race and disappear. So me, I'm like, what's wrong with this one now? Anyways, I opened the letter. I'm like, what's all these things? I what kind of Raz thing is this? Please send me a text message, like send me a to-go message. So when the boy ran away, I'm like, what's wrong with him? So I opened the letter. I opened the letter, and oh, that's it. I was just seeing a lot of love your eyes. So I closed it. I'm like, okay, no, I'm not going to read this here, because how the enemies, aka seniors, might come and bust me on the road, and this letter went out somebody's hand and I'll get into trouble. Let me just pack it. So I put it inside my backpack and I went. I used to have a diary. I still have it. I'm holding it right now. Yeah, it is a bit messy. In fact, it is messy. All the pages are gone. If not, it's dead now, sha. But this was my diary, and it was very cute. So it was in the shape of a bag, so it had a handle. I used to write every and anything inside this book. Like, I used to write everything you could think of. This journal had my life in it. If you wanted to know me, if you wanted to know what I had done, what was going through my mind, this is the book for you. So guys, when I got to the hostel, I didn't read it because nobody in school, there's always something for you to do. So I had to give daily updates in my diary. During night prep, brought out the letter to read it. This is a very risky thing, because you know, night prep, all those things just to walk about the whole place. Anyways, I brought out my diary too. I brought out the letter to read it, and I wrote. So I now thought of something. Why not like write the entire letter in my diary, which came in handy because now I have gist for you guys. Premium content. Subscribe. I was 13, 12, 13. I was 13 in SS1. So guys, I was 13, and this boy is sending me this thing, but he was actually way older. So I have finally found the letter. Dear Temitayo, compliments of the day. What? Temitayo, please, Temitayo, I am sorry for what I am about to write. Temi, when I look into your eyes, I see love. Wow, mad oh. Temi, I love you from the innermost part of my heart. Temi, from the first time I saw you, my heart was filled with love at first sight. Please, I love you from the depth of my heart. Okay? Temi, I know that you will be thinking who wrote this letter. I'm sorry, I cannot tell you my name. I love ya. And he draws like a love emoji. Temi, your secret admirer. Not me today. We've been guessing there. I got about 3 other letters that whole week I was just getting letters from this same secret admirer. He was basically saying the same thing. I don't need to be reading the same letters all over again. So he started even leaving the letters under my desk. So at the end of that week, guys, it was a whole week of love. At the end of that week, this person now drops a letter, but he says something different today, so you guys listen. Yeah, my lovely Temitayo, I want to tell you that I need something from you, like a kiss and a hug. Stay in class today after closing so that you will know me. When he dropped this letter, that's when Kasala busted. And this day that he dropped this letter, I had gone to call my mom, so I was the last person in class as usual. So I was reading the letter in class, because at this point I already started expecting the letters. I mean, it was already a week and I was getting it every day, so I knew that I was going to get the letter. So I was reading it in class. When I now saw hug and kiss, stay in class after closing. If you see the way I picked race before they will come and rape me in class. I don't want to hear stories that touch. So I ran out of the class and I like hid around, because my class was near the medical center, be whatever. So I hid around that area to see if somebody will come to my class block or something. But he never did. He never showed up. So I fashion it and I went back to my hostel. Until this day. Now this is where the whole gist gets interesting. On this very faithful day, we just finished one of the science classes, like I told you guys. I think it was biology or so, I can't really remember. And then the next class we were having was a trade subject. You know, like when in your uni or something, you guys are, maybe you have a combined class or a mixed class and everybody has to attend the class or the course or something, and you guys are plenty. That was how we were plenty, because I think it was the whole of SS1 that had trade subjects at the same time. And in my secondary school we had like SS1A to like J or something ridiculous. So we were a whole lot. Now imagine all of us walking towards one direction to go and do our trade subjects. As me, I was working on my own, minding my goddamn business. I started hearing somebody scream, "Oh, Temitayo, Temitayo, Temitayo." I'm like, who is screaming my name? And then he kept on going repeatedly. The person was screaming Temitayo. This person's voice sounded very familiar, and I'm like, is this not entanglement in my class? Is this not entanglement that is screaming my name? I now turned to like check and see who was screaming my name. And when I turned, who did I see? True, it was entanglement. My God, why is entanglement screaming my name? What's my business with entanglement? And why is he even shouting my name like this? Am I owing you money? Like, are you even alright? So different things are going through my mind. Like, why is this boy screaming my name? And then he's embarrassing me because there are lots of people there at this point. So why are you doing this? I now decided to wait for him to like walk up to me and say whatever he wanted to say. I mean, why are you screaming my name? So he walks towards me with this smile on his face, and I'm like, is this boy alright? Why are you smiling? Like, it was just weird. And then he's like, oh, hi, sorry. And I'm like, I'm just going off on him. Like, why are you screaming my name like that? What's wrong with you? I was just like, the next thing, Baba, I didn't even hear what he was saying, to be honest. I can't remember what this boy was saying. The next thing I just saw, Baba was on his knees. Like, he knelt down, one knee down, one knee up. And then he was stretching his hand to like hold my hand and propose. You know that propose manner. I'm just there like, are you mad? Are you even alright? Like, is your brain working? At this point, I think I was more confused because I wasn't processing. At that point, I wasn't processing what was happening. In my head, I'm like, what's wrong with this boy? Like, is he drunk? Did he drink something today? And then as I was there processing things, people now started shouting, people were talking. You know, that secondary school, imagine somebody is trying to propose to somebody else. SS1 student, so SS1 student in the middle of school, because that was legit like the middle of school. Mind you, there were teachers around, because where we were was like, and it was a path, and then by both sides you have blocks of different classes, and teachers were inside these classes teaching students. Oh my god. And then a few blocks away was SS3 block, so SS3 students could like see what was happening. I was just at that point when I started calculating my perimeters, and I was like, what? I just jacked my hands from his hand. I don't even know what he was talking, saying some things there. I'm like, hello, uncle, are you alright? Are you is your brain moving right? Like, did you hit your head? Are you having a concussion? Well, when I realized what was happening, I jacked my hands off his hand and I just ran off, and I was just crying. Oh god, I was just crying and I was running. I didn't even know where I was going to. I was just running towards the Bombay area. If you went to my school, you know what Bombay is. If you didn't go, I'm not explaining, sorry. I was running towards Bombay area. Oh, I was just running. And I'm sure I'm sure people will be like, why are you running? As I was running away, I was not putting two and two together. I was like, wait, oh, these boys to come to class every day will be winking eye for me, be giving me the winks. Yeah, that boy used to disgust me, to be honest, because I never understood how somebody would be so unserious with their destiny. Like, why are you so unserious with? Do you like secondary school? Of what secondary school? This boarding school that was suffering. Do you really like this place? You want to repeat? He actually gave me some signals that he likes me, because he used to wink eye for me. He used to do some funny things here and there. I just saw it as him being stupid, because he was actually I was angry. I was upset because he has disgraced me. He has put me inside trouble, because remember in the beginning of this video I told you SS3 girls liked this boy. So imagine SS3 girls finding out that an SS1 girl was I don't know how to put the English. Imagine SS3 girls finding out what had just happened. And me, they did not even like me, because if you do me anything, I will go and report to my house mistress, to be honest. I'm not gonna take nonsense, even though I used to take a lot of nonsense. If I can go back now, I will beat all those things. I will beat them. They are very stupid. I go for trade subject that day because the disgrace is too much. I will not be disgraced. I went into hiding, guys. So after school, I went back to class to get my backpack. But I kept looking for all of my guardians, but for some weird reasons, I could not find even one of my guardian. And even I think I found one, but she was very busy and she never answered me. She said I should get out. So I couldn't call my mom. And I really needed to talk to my mother. I was a mess. And I was that school traumatized me. I'm not joking. When I tell my mom this thing, she thinks I'm just over exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating. That school traumatized me. Like, I still get some trauma thinking about some of the experiences I had in that school. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. Like, I hated it there. But imagine me being depressed and then getting into trouble with a stupid boy that I do not even like in the first place. So I'm about to chop cane for somebody I don't even like. Imagine the nonsense. Like, everything was just going through my head. Like, I'm dead. By the time I go to the hostel, all the seniors would have heard. They would summon me. I'm going to wash gutter. I'm going to roll on the floor. I'm legit going to frog jump till I can walk no more. I'm just finished. It's all over, Jackie. I'm finished. They will lash me. They just call it lashing. So they beat you with what's it called? Hanger. I'm dead.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't.
This is the end. I went to the hostel and I'm looking around for some traps. And as I walk into the hostel, as I sat down, I realized that nobody actually summoned me, because you know that if you went to a boarding school, you know the drill. Once you enter the hostel, as you're getting to your corner, somebody is waiting there to tell you, oh, senior so and so is calling you, or they say you should report to so and so house or whatever. Go to my hostel. I walked into my corner. Nobody told me anything. I started changing. Nobody told me anything too. So I'm like, okay, does this mean I'm safe? So I had like some sort of relief, but I knew that it was coming. There's no way I will escape it, except the Lord God Almighty delivers me. I changed. I went for afternoon prep, went for lunch, went for dinner. Nobody summoned me. And that day was a Friday, right? I think it was a Friday, because I know that because in my school we have social nights on Fridays. Like, social nights was lit, to forget. It was lit. And I saw this boy. He was there doing the eye for me. And we were like, ew. Will you face your front? Oh, that Friday I didn't update my diary because we had social nights and we don't have preps on Fridays. We don't have night preps on Fridays. So on Saturday I wanted to update my diary. Now, so I now opened my backpack, get my diary and update it. That was how, guys. I checked this backpack and I couldn't find my diary. People of God, did you hear me? I couldn't find my diary. I was confused. I scattered my backpack, my locker, everywhere. I went to school area. I checked everywhere possible. I couldn't find my diary. How on earth did my diary get missing? The last time I saw my diary was on Friday and it was in my backpack, and I went for social nights. That Friday I did not update the diary. Now today, Saturday, I'm trying to update the diary. I can't find it. Guys, Saturday, Sunday, I was looking for diary, looking for it, I couldn't find it. And I went to school that day. I went very early to school area to check again. Maybe. I went there, I checked, guys. I couldn't find the diary. That day was horrible for me. And in all this time, I still couldn't call my mother. I don't know. That period, see, this was one of the worst periods for me in secondary school because, all this period I couldn't call my mom, because if I could call my mom, I would have like peace of mind and I'd have told her everything that happened. But I couldn't call her, I couldn't even update her, I couldn't let her know what was happening to her. Guys, on that Monday afternoon, as I got back to the hostel, I had a note waiting for me. Two junior students were right in my corner waiting for me to tell me that I am being summoned by the seniors, the council of elders in the hostel. Plus the fact that I can't find my diary, I was already a mess with this stupid boy, and I knew the seniors were calling me because of what had happened. Now I had to ask, I'm like, please, how many seniors are there? Because you know, if you went to boarding school, if it's only one senior, one SS3 girl, you are kind of safe. Just know you're not in so much trouble. Maybe she will just punish you. It's just that it will be mild, it won't be severe. And you know, some seniors, if they summon you and it's the whole SS3 clan, like a group of girls that summon you, yeah, when you're coming, carry your coffin on your head and walk there because you're gonna need it. So I now asked, I was like, please, who is there? Now so the girls tell me, say, is senior, I can't remember their names right now, but they were the big terrorists in the school. That I was senior so and her friends. So it's a group meeting. It's not just one person. My beloved viewers, as I was walking to the hostel, I was already praying, I was kabashing, I was speaking in tongues, I was covering myself with the blood of Jesus. I was reminding God of his covenant towards me. I'm not playing. Just in case you kinda forgot me. Just in case, let me help you and remember that it's me, come and save me. Lily, like as I got into the hostel from the door, when I just saw they were at the end. You know, seniors are usually at the last corner in the hostel. As I just sighted the group, and this is how they are: massive breasts, big arms, fat thighs. Those girls that if they sit down on you, you will les immediately. When I saw them, they were about six of them. I was cold. I'm like, this is not how I'm gonna die. At least let me die well. Like, God. So I walked up to them. Yeah, as I just got there. Kneel down there. So now the baby this saying different things. Me, I'm lost. Like, one was already landing me slap from the back. Another one from the front. They even asked me a question. They were just shouting. So now the baby this. So for your small mind, they proposed to you. How old are you? What's your name? Like, different questions were just coming left, right, center. You can imagine the experience. I was in the middle. They were slapping me. Mommy, see what I went through in that school. Receiving the slaps and the knocks and the kicks. They were beating me there. I was wailing. I was crying, guys. Like, thinking about it now, it was really annoying because why were you beating me? I didn't even like the boy to start with. You are now beating me. They've knocked my head there. They've slapped me there. Me, I was crying. I was like, please, please, please. I was like, please, please, please. Now, one of the seniors now walked into the room. She was like, I bet leave her. Mama, they called the babe. And I say, me, I say, who is mama? Hey. I be hearing there's a cultism activities in this school. Is this where you people want to initiate me? I did not do. I don't want to be initiated. Please, don't initiate me. And I said, maybe even ask the babe. So they decided at this point that, okay, it's time to ask her. After beating her, let's ask her what really happened. So they told me to narrate the story. I told them what happened, how I was going to trade subjects, and this entanglement decides to propose. Abi profess his love towards me. And they're like, so he's your boyfriend? At your small age, you have a boyfriend? I will show you. Mama must hear of this. So when they now started calling this mama person, I now realized it was their house mistress, because this was another house entirely. I was in purple house, this was pink house. This is a Nigerian boarding school, guys. You are not supposed to have a boyfriend. Now, you now have a boyfriend and you people are now professing your love in the open. You're gonna go on suspension. I'm not even afraid. SS1 student or new girl. I just came to school. I'm already having a boyfriend. Kiniko. To be honest, they're just upset that the Mr. Entanglements likes me and he did not like them. I really like them. They look like drum. Anyways, they told me to stand up. I should go to my corner, get dressed. I should run down in 5 seconds. Kiniko. Not just threatening things, just threatening people. I'm already getting upset because at this point I'm angry. I'm legit angry. I want my check, but I was going to meet them so we could go and meet Mama. And in my head I kept thinking, shit, these people are in my diary. But I kept wondering, why would they take my diary in the first place? Till today, I don't know how my diary got in the hands of these seniors. I cannot remember how they knew I had a diary. My secondary school, the house mistresses and house masters, they stay in the school area. They stay in the staff quarters. So my guardian, one of my major guardians actually was the house mistress. Was my house mistress. And her house and their mama's house, the pink house mistress's house, were very close to each other. They were besides each other actually. Me, I was already planning that as they finish with me in this place, whatever they want to do with me, I'm going straight to my guardian's house. I'm going to call my mother and I'm going to tell her she should come and carry me from this place that she calls a school now, unless I'm going to kill myself. Or I will run out of that school gate and never return. She will not see me again. I went to this woman's house. As I entered the house like this, but on my way I was praying. Because that woman, she doesn't take nonsense. And I was not ready to go and do labor and be cutting grass for the next 2 weeks for somebody that I don't even know or care about. Went to this woman's house. As I entered inside her house, she was sitting down in the sitting room and I sat down. I was crying and crying and crying. The seniors were adding pepper, how me and the boy we used to kiss on the road, how we used to kiniko. Me in my head, I'm like, I don't even talk to this boy. That's the part that was annoying me. I don't talk to him. I don't even like him. It would have been a different situation or a different case if I actually liked him and the liking was mutual. Then I would know that I'm suffering for love. But I never sent this boy and see me, I'm suffering. So the woman now told everybody to keep quiet. The woman now said, you, what's your name? Blah, blah, blah. She's like, you're 13 and you already have a boyfriend. It's wrong, blah, blah. To cut long story short, thankfully, she didn't punish me. She did not punish me. She only talked to me and told me how having a boyfriend was bad, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. All those shenanigans. And she was like, she was going to report me to my mom. Me in my head, I'm like, please, call her right now. I've been trying to call my mom. I've not been able to call her. Help me and call her. So she finished there and she was talking. Then she stood up and went into her room. And then she came out of her room. When she came out of her room, she was holding something, but I really didn't care. Me, I was there crying. She now said, is this for you? As I raised up my head, children of the Most High God, what did I see? My diary. Someone was holding my diary in her hands. I was confused. I was just looking, and to be honest, I could sue those people because I had my whole life in that diary. I still do. Like, why would you take my personal property and you go and be shared? And I'm sure they read it, and all their friends read it, and every other person that wanted to read it, and then they gave it to that woman to put me in trouble. But the Lord, as I said, my Jesus doesn't wear no flip-flops, so I can never ever flop. They didn't know that. I can never flop. I'm the daughter of the Most High God, and He delivered me. I was supposed to be in a hot mess. Do you know Jesus writes in that diary? But thankfully, the woman did not punish me. She even gave me back the diary, because normally she's supposed to burn it or whatever. But she gave me back, and then she just spoke to me and told me that I should stop following boys, which I wasn't. So I told her thank you. I apologized for what I didn't do. Of course, the seniors were boiling. In their head, they're like, this girl just went scot-free. As I left that place like that, I ran to my house mistress's house. As I entered the house, I was just weeping on the floor. Like, I legit laid on the floor and I was crying. That woman must have been tired of me, because I was always crying. I was just crying on the floor there. She have asked me, what was wrong with you? What's wrong? I want to talk to my mommy. Such a mommy's girl. And of course, she gave me her phone and I spoke to my mom. And funny thing was, I didn't even tell I couldn't come to like telling my mom what had just happened to me. I was just crying and she probably thought it was one of those boarding school things. She did not know that they just beat me for something I did not do. So I now went back to the hostel. Of course, seniors were looking at me with funny eyes that, this girl escaped this thing like this. She did not even chop any punishment. But it's God that saved me. And I went to class the next day so pissed and angry at this stupid boy. And funny enough, do you know this boy got beat in the hostel? Like, they beat him up. And me, I was wondering. So today, I still wonder why they beat that boy up. Because the only reason why they should beat him up is if I had a boyfriend in SS2 or SS3, a class above mine. And then the boy was angry that he did that. Or I had like a secret admirer. And to my greatest knowledge, I didn't know about any boy. I didn't have any of the above. So I don't know why and who beat him up. But they shall beat him up. And I was happy that they beat him up. Like, they beat him up. Blue black, you know when they beat you blue black, that's how they beat him. Whoever did that, if you ever see this video, I don't even know who you are, but whoever did that, I salute you. You sabi the thing, like yeah, they if I beat him again, stupid boy. They shall beat him, and that's how that boy stopped talking to me till I graduated. We never spoke, and yeah, that's what happened, guys. That's my story of how I got into trouble for love letter that I didn't even write, and I didn't even experience the love. So that's like one of a gazillion stories of myself I had in my Nigerian boarding school. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. I'm sorry I was rushing, but I had to because without time on our hands. So thank you for watching this video. Please hit that thumbs up button. There's a button that's like this. It's a thumbs up button. Click on it, hit it. It means a lot to my YouTube channel if you click that thumbs up button. Like, why are you watching the video if you're not liking it? Please like the video, please, and then comment down below. Tell me what you think. Have you ever gotten into trouble? Obviously. In fact, comment down below if you went to a Nigerian boarding school people, or if you went to a boarding school generally. Comment down below that you went to a boarding school, and then give us gist of what happened to you in your own school. Anyways, yeah, and don't forget to check Abby's channel. Don't forget to check Abby Sola's channel. Please check her YouTube channel. Watch her own version of the boarding school experience, because I'm sure her version will be hilarious. I can't even wait. She was in junior secondary school, so she was going to suffer plenty. Please with her videos, share her videos. Please share my videos on your social media platforms. It helps me a lot. It makes more people see my channel. I mean, if you like my channel as much as you say you do, and if you enjoyed the video, why not just share it? Like, please just share it. Maybe do a screen record or whatever, and share this video on social media. Let people see me, let people subscribe to my channel so that your girl can blow. Hey, yeah, so please, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.